You are a famous scientist. People talk about you far beyond your city. And one day, the most powerful ruler in the country calls you to his palace. He looks at you and says, "You are smart, you are special. You must solve a problem no one else could solve. You understand that this is not just about work. Your answer can change your life. It can even decide whether you live or die." You study the problem carefully. You calculate. You observe. You think deeply. And then you realize something terrifying. It is impossible. Now you have a choice. Lie to power or tell the truth and risk everything. This is the true story of a man who chose truth, pretended to be mad, spent years under house arrest, and during that time changed science forever. His name was Ibn al-Haytham, the man known today as the father of modern optics. Ibn al-Haytham was born around the year 965 in the city of Basra in today's Iraq. At that time, Basra was not just a city. It was a center of knowledge. People there loved books. They studied mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy. They translated ancient Greek works and discussed deep questions about the universe. The Islamic world during this period was one of the most educated parts of the world. Knowledge was respected. Learning was seen as a form of worship. From a young age, Ibn al-Haytham asked questions like, "Why do stars move? How do our eyes see things? What is light?" He didn't just memorize answers. He doubted them. He questioned them. And this curiosity made him different. Most scholars at that time followed old ideas, from famous philosophers like Aristotle and Ptolemy. One popular belief was this: people thought that eyes send out rays, and those rays touch objects. That's why we can see. Ibn al-Haytham was not convinced. He asked simple but powerful questions. If eyes send out light, why can't we see in complete darkness? Why does sunlight hurt our eyes, but our eyes don't hurt objects? Instead of arguing with words, he started doing something rare for his time. He experimented. He darkened rooms. He made small holes in walls. He watched how light entered and formed images. This led to the idea of the camera obscura, the basic principle behind cameras today. Ibn al-Haytham did not just think. He tested his ideas. As his reputation grew, his name reached Egypt. At that time, Egypt was ruled by a caliph named al-Hakim by Amr Allah. Al-Hakim was a very unusual ruler. Some people saw him as brilliant. Others saw him as dangerous and unpredictable. He could reward someone one day and punish them harshly the next. Al-Hakim heard that Ibn al-Haytham was a man who could solve the impossible. So he invited him to Cairo. The task was enormous: control the flooding of the Nile River. The Nile was everything to Egypt. Too much water destroyed homes. Too little water caused hunger and famine. If the caliph could control the Nile, he could control the fate of the people. Ibn al-Haytham traveled to the Nile. He observed the river carefully. He studied its flow, its banks, and the land around it. The more he studied, the clearer the truth became. With the technology of that time, the project could not be done. If he promised success, he would be lying. But how do you tell a powerful ruler that his dream is impossible? Ibn al-Haytham was trapped between science and power, and he chose science. Instead of saying, "I cannot do this," and facing the ruler's anger, Ibn al-Haytham made a desperate decision. He pretended to be insane. He understood the laws of his time. A person believed to be mad was not held fully responsible. This was not cowardice. It was intelligence. He did not want to lie. He did not want to play political games. He chose the only path. That protected both his life and his conscience. The caliph ordered that he be kept under house arrest. Years passed, no freedom to travel, no power, no public honor. But he still had books, he still had his mind, he still had questions. During this period, Ibn al-Haytham wrote his greatest work, the Book of Optics. In it, he explained how light reflects, how it bends, how images form inside the human eye. He proved that vision is not magic and not guessing, but a physical process that follows laws. The most important part of his work was not only the discoveries, it was how he made them. Ibn al-Haytham believed that truth comes from observation and proof. His method was simple but powerful. Ask a question, make a hypothesis, test it with experiments, analyze the results. This is the foundation of modern science. He was centuries ahead of his time. After the death of the Caliph, Ibn al-Haytham was finally free. His books were translated into Latin and spread across Europe. They influenced great thinkers like Roger Bacon and Johannes Kepler. Without Ibn al-Haytham, there would be no modern optics, no clear understanding of vision, and no scientific study of light as we know it. Even today, physics and optics still build on his ideas. This story is not only about science, it is about choice. Ibn al-Haytham could have gained power, money, and comfort, but he chose honesty, and that choice made him great. Ibn al-Haytham teaches us that truth is more valuable than fame. Honesty is stronger than power. Even difficult times can lead to greatness. He lost his freedom for years, but he gave the world understanding. He chose truth, and because of that, he helped humanity see the light.